I'm excited. You know what else I'm excited about?
No, but I bet you got. Tell me what you got.
Pokemon Legends Arceus is already getting updates.
Not gonna be to the graphics.
Why 2B is called 2B? There's a really good story there. Um, yeah, it's not
Because
to the
he,
graphics. No.
because if he
Uh,
wasn't, then he'd be not to be. Sorry.
yeah, there is a reason why 2B is 2B. Um, no, it's very cool to me to see that this game has just come out and they're like, yeah, here's version 1.1.0. It's got a name. It's called Daybreak. Uh, New story stuff, new Pokemon showing up. We're gonna keep updating this game. Don't worry about it. Like that's cool. It's
Nintendo works like the mob.
they do. I don't. I didn't expect an update this soon. I mean, you look at some of their stuff. When was the last time Super Mario Odyssey got an update? The Luigi update, 8 months after release.
Yeah, Pokemon's different though.
Yeah,
Pokemon's and especially because we've talked about this game a couple of times already, and I've talked about how it definitely looks like from the outside, it's like okay, this looks like a Pokemon game for people who grew up with Pokemon,
yeah,
and now they're older, and they want something a little bit more to it, and I don't know. I have a feeling this does seem like something they're gonna get that they're a new direction for them to head.
yeah.
Because honestly, if you look at Pokemon and what we get here, we get the soft version, we get the what we used to call it, the Care Bear version, right?
Sure.
Of some of the stories and some of the things, kind of like
Yeah,
even in the cartoons, there's stuff that's blurred out or not
yeah.
shown over here per se. Well, not per se, it happens. There's
Right.
stuff that's not shown over here. You have to go see the original cartoon to see some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it almost seems like we set in the stage. You're going, hey, all these, yes, Pokemon is a kid thing, but all these people have grown up a little bit, and we want to do, kind of like almost kind of like how Breath of the Wild felt.
Yeah.
We want this to appeal and grow with the audience that grew up with Pokemon. It's going to get harder, darker, bigger. So I'm glad they're supporting it. Nintendo's weird, man. It's its own little island in this weird big battle of the consoles and studios and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad. I'm glad they're supporting a AAA game because this doesn't, this didn't happen before. It's kind of a new thing as far as gaming history goes, right?
Yeah. For sure.
You used to you put out the game and unless it was used to you put out the game and just let
That
it
was
be,
it. That's what you got.
you know, and then there came a time when everyone started getting connected where you let the game and if there was problems with it, then you put out a patch to fix it.
Yeah.
And now like no, we can grow this game
Mhm.
and go with it. So the fact that they're taking Poke was a big IP.
Yeah.
They could easily step away from this title and start working on the next
Yeah.
one, and I don't think anybody would blink. So it's interesting that they're pushing it and really and now we're expanding.
I agree. I agree. Hopefully, they add all the other Pokemon to it as well. Because I think that'd be really cool. But they're going to have to add some more regions if they're going to do that. Some more maps. Because otherwise, those maps are going to be overloaded.
Well, they're not going to do all that. No,
Yeah, it won't be all of them, but
it'll be a couple regions. This is my thing. You'll get a couple regions to explore. I think they're going to handle it like you would an MMO, right?
yeah,
Hey, everybody's got the max level now. We need some more in-game content to keep this.
right.
And since it's a single player game, they don't have to worry about the front end of it.
Yeah,
Now they got to do is worry about in-game content, so to speak, and keep adding on.
yeah,
And so I
that's true.
imagine if this goes as successful as I'm sure they've got numbers, they've
Right.
got ideas in their head, and if this hits that numbers, this hits those projections or whatever, this is a path that they'll follow on, and this might you might end up with all kinds of regions, even more travel, and things. Which is hey, if the game's solid enough to handle the expansion and keep it interesting, go for it, man.
Do you think they'll go that far, or do you think they'll just put out another one of these later on?
Well, everything's based.
Because my gut says we'll get like one more map. They'll add like 40 more Pokemon, and then it'll be, hey, next up is Pokemon Legends Celebi or Pokemon Legends Mew.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know because
That would be nice.
They
Tarek.
can carry they can carry this title out, make it more filled with yeah. But they can I think they can carry this out one, maybe two, maybe three more. Like I
Yeah.
said, they've got projections; those numbers hit it because if they can carry this through, and everything's split up between studios and Nintendo gets its cut and all that. But man, just imagine if they can carry this and keep this in the news
Yeah.
until they get ready to drop Breath of the Wild.
True.
They keep this in the news till Breath of the Wild drops, and Nintendo's in everybody's mouth
Yeah.
all year,
That's true.
all year long.
Very true.
And and those discussions are ready for it because I'm ready for Breath of the Wild. I know a lot of other people are.
Yeah.
Waited with bated breath, so to speak. So
That's how it is.
it may go out longer.
That is not the chat window cutting off Rundgren, I don't think. I think. Oh, is it cutting into Rundgren's screen a little bit? I thought it was just where he's sitting in the camera. Is it
might
cutting
be.
in?
I can't tell.
I see it. It is cutting in just the smallest amount. What the heck?
Oh, you can drive
Can
me
I-
nuts now.
Can I move it down without ruining everything?
Put my shirt over it so you can see, right? Lean over a little bit. Get over a little bit more. I was going the wrong way. Hold on.
I think it might be the overlay doing it too.
Gosh.
I'm gonna see that
All right.
forever now. I'll fix that after this podcast.
There you go.
We do have some other Pokemon news too.
Yes.
Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet were out. Not Violet, Violet.
Pokemon Violence. I'm ready. Now I'm playing Pokemon.
It's cool, new Pokemon
this is-
games.
Are they new?
Yeah, they're brand new. They're not remakes. They're brand new Gen 9, brand new
Okay.
Pokemon, brand new Pokemon games. They showed off the starters. I am well documented as somebody that doesn't care about graphics. I'll play this for sure anyway. I just love catching Pokemon. Graphically, they don't look amazing. And they're supposed to be coming out this year.
Are they trying to grab onto that Game Boy Advanced kind of nostalgia? Because I'm trying to think of the series. You'll probably tell me when you get what I'm talking about. There was a series over, I think it was Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, where like Pokemon was dominating.
Yeah.
Was it Red and Blue? Emerald was one of the one at
It
the
was
time.
Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald were the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah,
ones.
okay. Ruby Sapphire and Emerald. So they were red and blue. It just wasn't
Yeah.
called red and blue. So yeah,
Well,
Ruby
that's
Sapphire and
been the
Emerald.
thing the whole time is trying to do red and blue, but with different things. Gold and silver was different, but like Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl was gold and silver again, and then
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, Sword and Shield X and Y are outliers, I guess, but Sun
I
and
don't know.
Moon, red and blue.
There seemed to be over the past few Pokemon games, they seemed to hit like this plateau, and it was getting even to diehard Pokemon fans. Not I'm not one, but listening to them, where it's just like yeah, but. Yeah. And of course, with every game, you're gonna have yeah, buts. But with this Arceus, the yeah, buts aren't the same.
Right, it's a very different.
As yes,
I know it
yeah.
looks bad, but it's fun to play anyway, so I don't care.
But so it's like that's why I think the DLC or this extra content for it is such a big, they're still gonna try this Scarlet and Violet, and yeah, I agree with Dark. There's people that are gonna buy out there and buy them. You probably you may buy 'em, you may wait for a sale.
Right.
Diehard Pokemon fans, but I think there's something after this year. I think there's a big turn in what they're going to do with Pokemon.
I'm such a sucker. I gotta have that fire Pokemon alligator, the fire alligator starter. I gotta have him. There is some more Pokemon news coming, but there's also other stuff to come. Don't worry.
I got I understand. I get for most part I can't stand people who put out signature guitars.
Right.
That being said, if Adam Jones from Tool's signature guitar wasn't cheapest version wasn't $6,000, I would probably have one.
Well, my two favorite genres, I've said this before on the podcast, my two favorite genres for video games are Metroidvanias and monster collecting games. And there just aren't that many other options really that are quality monster collecting. There's a lot of monster collecting games that aren't quality. But you got Digimon, which we're going to talk about Digimon in a little bit, Pokemon, and Dragon Warrior Monsters, Dragon Quest Monsters. And Dragon Quest Monsters coming back, thank goodness. But Digimon had Cyber Sleuth, and Hacker's Memory, and those were really great. And Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Quest Monsters, they're just, when it comes to them and everything else, like you look at Tim was the one that was supposed to kill Pokemon. It's just not that fun to play. You look at Disc Creatures, it's not that fun to play. I had some fun with Monster Sanctuary, but it's not the same,
And yet, in Monster Rancher coming back never got off the ground. It happened like 3 times. They're going to bring that game back.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out ways to do it. So yeah, you're right. There's not a lot out there if you want to enjoy doing that.
I just want to collect cool monsters and level them up into really cool monsters that do really cool stuff.
Yes.
And that's, I got Pokemon for that. So I'll level that little fire gator up and see him turn into something really cool and maybe love it, maybe hate it. I do think Tim would have been better single player. I also think it had some issues with the stamina system that were deep seated into that game, and that I don't know that it would have been able to get over. We do have a couple more quick Pokemon updates, just some things for anybody that's playing those games from the Pokemon Presents. If you are playing Pokemon Go, they're adding Alola Pokemon to Pokemon Go. If you're playing Pokemon Masters EX, which is their gacha game, you're supposed to be able to get a bunch of free summons. I did it, and it wasn't as many summons as I thought it was going to be, and I was like, it's fine, and just uninstalled the game again. Pokemon Cafe Remix is adding in some new stuff. If you play that, go for it. I tried to download that because I was going to make a video on it, and the game refuses to update on my phone. So my phone's relatively new, but just a heads up on that. If you're playing Pokemon Unite, they have some new stuff going on there, including some festival stuff. After my experience with the other 2 games, I just didn't re-download Pokemon Unite. I was like, you know what, I'm done. If
they
you're
didn't
playing...
unite anything.
we're done here. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl are adding in super contest shows and the Shaman event for a little while. So if you play those, you should pick that up while you can. You can get Shaman for free. But yeah, that's the other stuff that was really announced. The Pokemon Presents. Just quick little, hey, here you go.
Right on.